People can't even comprehend two races in one body. It's pathetic. I told this one guy who was half black and half Middle Eastern, and he was just like, oh, so you're like fried chicken dipped in hummus. I'm a human being. It's crazy that to make sense of what's going on here, you were like, no, what flavor is this guy? What would he taste like? I'm not gonna lie, I did have weed, fried chicken, and hummus all at one time, and I mixed them. That shit is delicious. I'm gonna be opening up a fusion restaurant in the fall. I'm so excited. Yeah, man. I like to let people know my ethnicity up top, because they always ask me at weird times, you know? Like this one girl, she was a freak. To this day, freakiest girl I've ever met. She said the freakiest thing I've ever heard in my life. We were driving on the freeway. It was our first date, and then she looked over at me and said the freakiest thing I've ever heard. She was like, hey, can I give you roadhead? What do you guys not think that that's freaky? Let me clarify something. This bitch was driving. Dude, you think you know how you're gonna react when you're propositioned in such a manner? All of the masculinity flooded from my body. The second she asked me that, I was like, babe, stop. You so fucking crazy. And she was like, grab the wheel, don't be a bitch. And turns out I'm submissive. I did it. I did it. I didn't like it. It was terrifying. What are we paying for insurance for if not to pull over and get some roadside assistance? Why are we driving? Let's do this the old-fashioned way. Find a good parking lot and get some stoppy-toppy going. How about that? Yeah, you guys are criminals. We went back to her place. We made sweet love. After it was over, I tried to leave, but she was like, wait, before you go, what ethnicity are you? I was like, why do you need to know? What do you got, like affirmative action on your coochie? She was like, I just like to know where I've been. Bitch, you didn't go anywhere. That's woman logic. They'll fuck an ethnic dude, they think they went somewhere. They think that ethnic penis is a passport stamp. That is crazy. I have never thought to myself, man, I need a vacation. Time to fuck a Guatemalan. I never did it. Meanwhile, these bitches keep going to Jamaica. I told her I was half black and half Middle Eastern. And she was just like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta be Middle Eastern from the waist down. I said, bitch, what the fuck? Excuse me? Look, no. Nobody wants to be Middle Eastern from the waist down, okay? You wanna be black from the waist down, and then whatever the fuck else from the waist up for police purposes and for tax purposes. I was like, what do you mean Middle Eastern from the waist down? She said, I knew you were Middle Eastern from the waist down because that dick was the bomb. She made a terrorist joke about my penis. I didn't like it. No, I didn't like it because I grew up Arab Muslim at probably the worst time to grow up Arab in America. No, like real shit. Like when I was in middle school, it might have been the worst time to be an Arab in America. Because when I was in middle school, 9/11 already happened. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 just dropped. Worst time. Dude, they turned my mom's village into a map. That's fucked up to do. Kids used to say awful Islamophobic things to me. They wouldn't even let me sit with them at lunch sometimes, you know? So when this white woman said this horrible, awful Islamophobic thing to me, I just did in that moment what any Muslim would do. I left my backpack in her room. Caused a racism-induced panic attack, yeah. It's my favorite kind. Man, I'm